Alright guys, a very interesting situation has popped up this beautiful Saturday morning. I was on eBay looking at some guitars, and as I always do, I was looking for some LTDs, some late 90s Korean built LTDs for some future projects. And I found this. It's an Ltd V200, the original from I think 1998. It's the lawsuit model with the rounded corners like a Gibson Flying V. It's got the EMG pickups in it. It's all blacked out. It's got that awesome headstock. That is just such a classic look to me. I want this thing, and I don't necessarily want to keep it, but I want it in my possession. I want to do some videos with it, and I want to resell it. The people are asking $13.50 plus 100 shipping, $14.50 total after tax and all that stuff. It's going to be over $1,500, and they are accepting offers. I shot them out an offer of $900 plus 100 shipping, so it'd be $1,000 plus tax. It was automatically shot down. eBay has a thing that says automatically shoot down offers below a certain threshold, and I guess I came in under that. So what I'm doing is combining my retro gaming eBay store with this guitar that I want, and I've got 135 items right now in my store. I sold one this morning and two last night, so I'm sitting at almost 150 items and posting 5 items a day. I had about 45 items that had watchers, but nobody had pulled the trigger. So I was thinking, I'm going to mark everything down 5 to 10%, which is only $5 to $10 on a lot of these things. I've got a bunch of video game consoles in the $100 to $200 range. So I'm offering people discounts, trying to see if I can get at least $1,000 in eBay sales today, and that'll help cover the cost of this LTD. I'm probably going to buy it, relist it for somewhere around $2,000. Maybe take $1,800 for it and see if I can just do a clean $500 profit flipping it. I also don't mind it sitting on my wall for a year, you know, if that's what it takes at that price. But I would love to see that thing. I know those are worth a lot of money, and it's going to hold its value, and it will resell one day. If I have it ridiculously priced, I just got to drop the price and someone will buy it. So I'm pretty sure I could recoup my costs on it. It just came up today. A lot of people are always looking for these things, and I think this is a pretty interesting move, trying to get out as much video game stuff as possible to buy that guitar. The LTD Lizard sold yesterday, so I have about the same amount I got for that guitar, and if you think about it, I got in almost the amount that that LTD V would cost, so it would be like a double flip, you know, flipping the Lizard, doing a bunch of work, of course, then flipping it, and then straight flipping this V, so it'd be like a way to just bump up my profit from the Lizard. So far today, I've already got a few offers back, counter offers from people on the things I've sent offers out on. So I'll check back in with you guys throughout the day and let you know what's selling. I sold a Pokemon game and a Kirby game for about $100 combined last night. And we sold a PS2 game for $45 that I had up for $50. So somebody's already accepted one of my offers, and hopefully we get a lot more today. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, I'm back. Last I spoke to you was around 7 a.m. It's now noon. I just got a notification the LTD has sold. So, super unfortunate. I had sent the guy an offer for $900 and then $1,000, and it just automatically declined both. And I was going to just buy it and figure I'll recoup my costs throughout the day, but that wasn't the point of the challenge. The point of the challenge was to try to see if I could sell a bunch of stuff super quick and then get that guitar in here. Another thing about it is, at $2,000, I'm basically buying it to just let it sit there until someone buys it, which I was thinking it could be a year, it could be 2 years. So I'm going to have like $1,400 tied up in this investment, which, you know, to me, it's art. I would love to have it on my wall as art for a year, but at the same time, it's a lot of money to just tie up in something that isn't making me money in the moment. You know, if it does go for $1,800 or $2,000 later, that's awesome, but in the meantime, I've sold a bunch of stuff. So we're just over $400 in sales for today, and I was saying if I get to $1,000, I was going to buy the guitar. There's another local sale I've been working on, which is for a 1993 Jackson King V Standard. Really cool guitar. It's been refinished, so it looks kind of crappy. But it comes with a hard shell case. It's the one with the licensed Floyd Rose, and I think it's got some aftermarket pickups in it too. But I would be gutting the thing anyway, sanding it down and refinishing it, rebuilding it. So he's been selling it for like 2 years. I was talking to him about it a while back. I got him down to I think $400 before. Eventually he said, you know what, I'm not going to sell it right now. I told him I refinished guitars, and he said, but I may hit you up in the future, so I'll save your information. A year and a half later, he sent me an email and told me the guitar is back for sale, and he's taking offers for it. And I told him, since we last spoke, I've now become a full-time guitar rebuilder and reseller, and about the best I could do for this guitar, because I have a ton of guitars here right now, is $350. I can pay cash, pick up today. He said $350 works for me. I got a bunch of other stuff if you're interested in it. He gave me a list and some photos. And I'm going to be picking up a 90s, that's like a 96 Jackson DR3 body. It's flame maple green. Really beautiful. I love green guitars. I love maple tops. This one's flame maple. He's asking $200 for the loaded body with the solderless EMG pickups. It's an 81 and an 85X in, I think, brushed black metal. Awesome pickups. $200, $240, $250 in pickups, actually. So I'm going to go buy both of them, $550 for the King V and the DR3 with the EMGs. All right, cool. So let's see this thing. Sweet.
1993 King V Standard, poplar body, rosewood maple neck, and the Takuchi trim, which I'm sure you know is like decent.
It looks nice. It's in good condition, too.
You don't really need to switch those out unless you really, really want to. Yeah.
Now it's starting to rain on us a little bit.
I know.
Like never rains
No.
here, but
Literally.
cool, man. That looks awesome. What, do you know what the pickups are?
Those ones, these have to be what came in like whatever series is going on.
The
like
JS ones? Yeah, that's what they look like.
Yeah, it has to be, and they were like removed. You can see the logos there.
Did you paint it?
No, I didn't.
So you got it like that?
I got it exactly how you see it, and even with the stripes.
Oh, that's just tape, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought of getting it refinished, like purple, or like we talked about crackle or something like that.
Yeah.
I just never touched it in 2 years, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
it's crackle or
Exactly.
something cool, though.
Maybe direct mounted pickups, Gold Floyd.
Ooh, I like,
Right?
I like that. Then we got the DR3 body here. Awesome,
So,
green.
85, 60X.
Jeez.
And what is it, the solderless, and this is the volume. Got it like that. This is master one. This does nothing.
Okay.
So that's it.
Cool. Looks good to me. Made in Japan.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get you paid. All right, we also got a neck plate here. So we threw in the neck plate for the Jackson. We met up at the McDonald's over here, and look at that. It's raining. We're in Simi Valley. It like never rains here, and the one day we want to look at a guitar out in public, it's raining. I also went out and dropped off a bunch of packages. Everything that's sold so far today, a little over $400 worth on eBay. Brought that in and dropped it off at the post office. That blue bag down there was pretty much full, so I don't want to be loading in 8 bags of stuff come Monday. On my way home, I stopped off at a Goodwill, 2 pawn shops, an antique store, and 2 thrift shops. I found some cool stuff, but nothing that was super interesting to me. All right, guys, it's Sunday morning now, and we did not hit the goal of $1,000 in sales in eBay. We got to about $450 since about 24 hours ago. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, so didn't hit the goal. Didn't get the Ltd V200. I had my goal set high, but I did go out and get the Jackson King V. So this thing is wicked. The neck on it is unbelievable. Jackson, some of their necks are known to be super thin and just they feel super stable. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but the shape of the neck is amazing. It's a real thin neck on this one, and I actually have another King V here. I should double check and measure it. That's a neck through 90s one, made in Japan, sent in by a customer for a refinish and a bunch of mods. This one is a bolt-on, so they're different models for sure. This one's the King V Standard Professional. I think the other one's a KV2. This thing is sweet. This is a sweet guitar. It's going to be refinished. It'll be on Trash to Thrash. It'll be for sale at some point. So if anybody has been dying for a Jackson King V with the Floyd Rose, this one's a bolt-on 22 frets. I wonder if that King V is 24. We also got the DR3 loaded up. I'm kind of debating in my head what I want to do. Man, this doesn't do it justice. This thing is so beautiful. I love green guitars, so this thing is right up my alley. Direct mount pickups, that's awesome. Dual EMG X series, so we got the 85 in the bridge, the 60 up in the neck. And I was kind of debating. At first I was going to strip the pickups out of it, strip all the, it's already wired up, strip all the electronics out and sell it as just a body. I paid $200 for this. I was gonna try to see if I can sell the body for 200 bucks. I see somebody else is selling one right now for like 190. And if I could make my money back on the deal, then that means I kind of got the EMGs for free. But now that I'm looking at it in person, it's complete basically. A DR3 neck, and a real DR3 neck, is about $300. So to complete this guitar, I could buy the neck, throw the DR3 neck on. I actually have a chrome Jackson bridge on a guitar that's right over here that I'm going to be stripping down pretty soon anyway. So might throw the chrome bridge on it, throw a neck on it, and then list this for sale sometime next week. So I'm debating, do I want to strip it down, sell it just as the body, keep the EMGs, or do I want to throw a neck on it, throw a Floyd on it, and list it as a complete guitar? I'm not going to refinish it, it's too pretty. One thing to consider is if I do buy a neck for it, that's $300. I've now got, you know, 550 bucks when you include the trem in on this guitar. And how much will this really sell for? Maybe 700 bucks, maybe. It might sit there for a while. After fees, that's 15% on eBay. Not looking at a big profit there, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it. I'll think about it. I'll probably just sell the body, put the pickups in something else. And then another option would be just to get a cheaper Jackson neck, like a Jackson PS4 neck. It's another Japanese 90s style neck made by Jackson. Those are 24 frets. I believe the DR3s are all 24 frets. This is the 2001 body I could see on the stamping. That's cool. May 16th, 2001. So, it was a good day overall. $450 in sales on eBay and video game stuff. We spent $550 on the King V with the hard shell case and the DR3. I mean, that's a killer deal, man. Eric hooked this thing up. It was real fun and exciting to do this challenge, even though I didn't hit it. I didn't hit the goals. Seeing that V200 was super exciting. I set my goals high. Didn't get the guitar, didn't get the goal. Like I was saying before, my stepdaughter was telling me that maybe I should just buy the guitar and then throughout the day recoup my costs. But that wouldn't have actually worked out. As you saw by the end of the day, I didn't hit the $1,000 goal. So I'm glad I didn't just buy the guitar for no reason. It might have just sat on my wall for a long time looking for a buyer. I might have had to lower the price in like a year. And I don't want to tie up $15, or $15? It's a little more than $15. I think it was more like $1,500. I don't really want to tie $1,500 in an investment up that might not be sold for like a year, maybe more. I don't know. But I got to assume there's a lot of people looking for those guitars because it sold for $1,350 plus shipping in a few hours of being up on eBay. So that guy probably could have got a little more for it. And there's also the moral aspect of kind of scalping things. Like I don't know if the legal term for scalping is if you buy things brand new and then jack the price up and try to sell them. To me, this is more like a collector's item. It's not like buying out all the stock on a shelf and then relisting all these things, forcing the market to be higher. These are guitars that people are willing to pay that kind of price for. $1,350, it took a lot of the looky-loos out of the situation, so he's probably smart, whoever sold that, to have put the accepting offers but automatically decline them below this amount, which I never really understood, to be honest. When I sell things, I don't accept offers. I'll send people offers if the thing has been sitting there for a long time. But if you're willing to accept an offer $100 less than you're asking, why not just list it at that price? If you're about to buy something that's $1,350 and it says or best offer, would you really click buy it now? I mean, I guess if you have to have the item and you don't want to wait for the seller to authorize your lower offer, if you really, really want it, you're going to pay full price. But I don't know, I never understood that. Just list it at the price that you that you'll take, and why deal with the, I don't know, the offers thing is weird to me. I shoot people offers when I buy things all the time, but when I sell, I try to buy low, sell high. I don't mind sitting on some stuff as long as it's not a $1,500 guitar for a year. So, and then, you know, to spend $1,500 to make $200 to $300, $400 maybe. I mean, $300, $400 is a nice turnaround. But if it takes you a year to sell it, and you're already spending $1,500 to get it, that's 25% profit. That's not a big profit margin, but it's a little amount of work to buy and list one item. So there, all these different things go through my mind when I'm thinking about buying lots from people. All the time it's going to take to clean and process and test everything, versus if you buy one large item and you could just throw it up on your page. But if you do that 10 times in a row and now you've got $15,000 invested in inventory that's not going to sell for a year. So you got to kind of balance things out. Buy some things that are going to go long term, buy some things that you think you could sell the day it lists, and it balances out, I think, in that way. So it wasn't a complete fail. Like I said, I pretty much almost sold enough stuff to get this Jackson here, the DR3 there. I'll recoup some of my costs pretty quick, I think, by selling this green Jackson off, and then later on, whenever I finish this guitar, we'll recoup the cost and get some profit from rebuilding it, refinishing it. You can see it's been refinished. They didn't do a horrible job on it, but it's not a high gloss shine by any means. It's like I don't even know if they used a clear coat. This almost looks like paint, but it's actually, they laid it really flat. There's not a lot of texture to it. There is some, I mean, you can see, but whoever did this did a decent job. The black tape, it's just electrical tape or pinstriping tape. But from afar, it looks pretty damn good. The pickups are like JS32s, as what I talked about with Eric. So I will be popping out the bridge, the pickups, probably sell all that stuff on eBay. These bridges go for 50 bucks, 60 bucks sometimes. The pickups can go for $30, so I can get another 100 back out of the guitar just by stripping it down and upgrading a bunch of stuff. So it's going to be fun. Guys, thanks so much for watching and coming along with me on my journey. I'm going to do these more often because that was really exciting and fun, and I enjoyed going through my eBay store and marking things down, giving people some better deals. Even though not all of them took them, quite a few of them did. So it probably was my best day in eBay sales, I'm guessing. In total items sold, I'm thinking, I mean, other than when I sell a guitar or something like that. But it was a good day for video game sales. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Rock on, my friends!